To you, your falls down. To you, falls down. To you, ugh. Ugh. There we go. Ugh. What's up, chat? Just had to set up my shit, you know how it is. What are your predictions? I got no idea. No idea whatsoever. We out here with some AC. I don't know, there might actually not be AC because I kind of went live late. The event is in an hour 10 minutes. And quite frankly, you know, what was I gonna say? Quite frankly, they've been hyping up the pre-show a little bit. So it's leading us to believe that maybe the pre-show is in fact not dead. You know, so I might have to check out the pre-show. We'll see. If the pre-show looks dead, then we can, like, you know, just, you know, skip that. Let me open a few. That is not good. Oh, I'm gonna have to disable DVR now. That was a fuck up. That was a fuck up. That was a fuck up. What does the P in prem mean? I don't know what the P in prem means. It's the first letter of prem. How do I reset that? We'll see if someone abuses that, but I'll reset it after the stream is done. I'll keep an eye on it before someone abuses it. I don't know. I'm not that big. Hopefully no one will abuse that. Oh, where were we? Okay, so I was trying to copy something, but Windows 10 decided, fuck copying the thing, let's copy something else. I'm pretty sure I copied the link to the location, exactly how I copied it. But unfortunately, I'll have to blur it later. Yeah. What was I gonna say? They're remaking Mafia, the original Mafia. They've really confused it. Like, there's a trilogy of Mafia games, and 2 and 3, if I recall correctly. Hold on. Mafia 2 came out on PS3 and 360, and then it came out on PS4 and Xbox One as a remastered version. And Mafia 3 came out as a, so they're releasing the Mafia trilogy, but 1 came out so long ago. Like, it came out in 2002, so we're talking like PS2. So they're remaking Mafia 1 and then remastering Mafia 2 and Mafia 3's engine and then putting it together. So it's like a remake and remasters together. Was you gonna play Brotherhood? We'll see, because they're hyping up the pre-show, and I don't want to. I want to check and make sure the pre-show isn't dead before I go in and start streaming the game. So that's in 8 minutes. So we'll check that, and then we'll come to a conclusion. Where's Xbox official stream? Okay. Oh, so they're not even streaming the pre-show themselves. That's a bit off. The way they were hyping it. Ugh, I guess I'll have to check out some other channel. We'll check his stream out. But yeah, the pre-show's in 7 minutes, so we'll wait for that. But yeah, Xbox Game Showcase, they're gonna showcase games, including Halo Infinite, which Halo is probably their best exclusive right now. I don't know. I haven't actually played Halo. I know, right? I've never played Halo. I didn't grow up around people that had Xboxes. I mean, I knew someone who had original Xbox, but she didn't have that many games on it. As for 360, like, I begged my dad for that. He never bought it. But I had a friend who had a PS3, so I played a bunch of PlayStation games and multiplats as well. And as for Xbox One, I think I've probably touched that like maybe once or twice in my life because of acquaintances in uni that had them, and they had like multiplats like FIFA. So, you thinking of playing Wrath of Cortex? I'll be doing Road to Crash 4, so I'll be streaming all the Crash games before Crash 4 comes out. So just make sure you subscribe to your boy, so you got the bell on, so you won't miss any announcements of such. Also, make sure to check out the Romulus Roundup that I did, which is here. Just hit 100 views. It was a really good one, although it's seeming to bomb. I have a trend where when the video hits like 20 minutes, then it bombs. Like, let me see. That one was almost 20 minutes, and that kind of was one of the least viewed ones. And this one, where is it? This one passed 20 minutes, and this is the least viewed one. I don't know. I feel like there's a 20-minute curse on Romulus Roundup. Whenever I make it longer than 20, it seems to bomb. How is your twin brother? Probably depressed. I don't know. All he does is wait for one franchise, and when that sucks, then he's just upset. So, we don't really talk about him. He got 5 minutes left. I didn't see that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Why they haven't notified people of the video. Something was up with that. My theory is that it's because it's not processed in HD yet. Maybe that's why. I have no idea. But yeah, after the stream you can check it out. But yeah, Xbox have got an event. Do you think that Crash 4 will have microtransactions? The developers confirmed that it wouldn't, so they cannot flat out lie. Like with the Crash Team Racing thing, it was very ambiguous. Like, it was a bit vague when it came to that situation. But with this, the developers came out and said, yo, it's not happening. So if they do it, they're going to look scummy as fuck, and there's no recovering from that. So, we'll see. So it's 720p, not HD anymore. Oh yeah, YouTube removed the HD icon from 720p. I guess technically it's still high definition. It's just that it doesn't feel high definition anymore, given that it's 2020. So YouTube are just like, oh fuck it, you know. So the pre-show is happening now. So apparently there's gonna be some shit happening at the pre-show, which is why I'm checking it out for a few minutes to see if the pre-show is lit. If the pre-show is lit, then we'll stay watching the pre-show. Otherwise, we'll just move to the main event. And we'll probably just play Brotherhood before the main event starts. That chat is cancerous. It's impossible to have a chat that big and have it not be cancerous. I mean, let's be real. It comes with the territory, you know what I mean? What is this emotional ballad song? God, this song makes me want to call up an ex and just apologize for shit. These beats, like, what the like, dude. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cheat, but she looked like Rihanna. You know I couldn't pass it up. Just forgive me, bitch. We can do this shit. Don't make me turn into Drake when he sung Marvin's Room. Pick up that phone. Don't let it go to voicemail. Don't let it go to voicemail. Okay, I'm done. Ugh. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. Wait, aren't these guys just restreaming it from Summer Game Fest? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, big shit poppin'. Hold on. Is it this one? It says official in the title. That means it must be the official one. Yeah, I mean, you can't lie about that, right? It says official in the title. Therefore, it's the official one. Plus, his has got, like, artifacts and shit. You're just restreaming it with shit to quality. Yeah, fuck your shit. Okay, I'm not gonna dislike it, though. There we go. This is some Missy Elliott shit. Yeah, mana. Check the diamond ring. Mana. Work out for me. So the ass Who reckons they'll showcase GTA 5 on Xbox? I guess they could. I don't know how well it would run though. Like, how did it run on console before? Sound like the Crazy Taxi music, Americana shit, Offspring shit. You know what I mean?
Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Keighley, and welcome
Already
to
lag.
this special Xbox game showcase and our pre-show here, leading up to the big main showcase that happens in 1 hour. At the
Why
top
are you
of the next
donating to
hour.
the Game Awards? They're the
Welcome to
Game
ETV and our
Awards.
exclusive coverage.
Chill.
This obviously is a different year for all of us in 2020, and normally every year I love getting together with everyone around the world to watch all the E3 events. But this year, of course, given where the world's at, we're doing things virtually. Before we get into this, I certainly want to acknowledge everything that is still happening around the world with the COVID pandemic, and certainly hope everyone is safe and feeling okay today and excited about video games, which I think have been a source of comfort for many of us in 2020. So today is really about celebrating games and the future of games and where games are going in the future. This is still a big year for games, and that new consoles are launching. And today is all about Xbox and the Xbox Series X, which is coming out this holiday season.
How did they even
today
say
is less
Xbox
about
Series
hardware
X?
and is going to be more about the games. And in our pre-show, we've got a lot of great guests joining us to preview what we expect from Xbox. And we also have some world premieres and some great new games.
How are you going to
to
have world premieres in the pre-show?
Well.
It's a pre-show.
The Xbox story for Series X, of course, started last year at the Game Awards when we revealed the Xbox Series X hardware on stage. I certainly miss memories of thousands of people together and the excitement of shocking the world with that announcement last year. That was such a special moment that no one had any clue it was about to happen, and we revealed the hardware there. But of course, everyone wants to know about the games that are going to run on the system. And today is all about a game that was sort of mentioned in that teaser, Halo Infinite. We are going to get a first look at the gameplay of the campaign of Halo Infinite in the Xbox Game Showcase. That's something that we're all very excited to see. I'm sure we'll be talking about that a lot over the next hour. And Xbox has already said we're not going to hear a lot about hardware today. We don't expect to hear the release date for Series X.
Why is this stream lagging? It's not my internet.
It really is going to be a showcase all about games and focused a lot more on their first-party studios, meaning games that are coming exclusively to the Xbox ecosystem, which of course includes Game Pass and PC and even xCloud. There's a lot to talk about, kind of what Xbox is doing with gaming and their approach.
Don't they show premieres
so
at the
We've
Game
got
Awards
some world
pre-show?
premieres for you, and we've got a lot of guests.
Yeah, but
let's
the main
get ready
event
for
is an
the
award
countdown
show. That's
here.
different.
58 minutes away from the show. Before we get to our first world premiere, though, I'm going to welcome some panelists to talk about what we're expecting today from Xbox. So first up, joining me is my good buddy Jack Septiceye. Jack, welcome to the show.
Wow.
Hi. It's good to be here. Thankfully, it's
great
a
to have
reasonable
you here
hour.
early in the morning in Los Angeles. We've also got Lauren Side here.
The lag is definitely not on my end, just for the record.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to see you as well. And finally, we've got a guy who got to go up to Microsoft and check out the Xbox Series X hardware before lockdown. Austin Evans. Austin, good to have you with us, man.
Hey guys, it's Austin.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, he didn't do it.
Yeah, great to have all you guys,
hey guys,
here.
It's
So
Austin
let's
here.
kick things off here by talking about what you want to see from Xbox today. They had an event back in May that people wanted to see even more from. They wanted to see, more gameplay, more games. They wanted to see Halo. They're going to deliver that today. What are your expectations?
X gonna give it to us.
Of games. What do you want to see at the top of the hour from Xbox? Let's start with you, Jack.
Well, I mean, the big elephant in the room, the big chief elephant in the room, is everyone just wants to see Halo Infinite. And I'm really curious because I'm not the biggest Halo fan, but this one has kind of gotten me intrigued and excited. So I'm curious to see about that. I want to see more Hellblade.
It's a pre-show.
Some of that,
but they said they're premiering something at the pre-show.
We're sitting in that
obviously as a way to get us to sit through the
pre-show.
pre-show.
Everyone's socks. I was really impressed with that and seeing what the hardware could kind of do in engine there.
Series X gonna give it to you. Oh,
that
should totally be a parody.
My heart's gonna be broken.
Series X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you.
It's been so long since it was announced. I need to see it somewhere.
PlayStation won't.
See that
Series X gonna deliver to you.
As long as I get a good world premiere,
oh my gosh,
I'll be happy.
That would
wait, we got the world premiere voice guy actually doing the voice here when we come to our first world premiere. So I'm here to take care of you. But yes, as you said, everyone would love to see everyone would love to see new game announcements too. You mentioned Halo.
I mean, I haven't
Lauren,
done one recently,
is that the big thing for you? Like seeing Halo? What are you excited to see?
No, so I feel like Halo was like my first introduction into like first-person shooter games and why I should not play them because I'm horrible at them. But that was like my first.
I can relate to that.
Place in my heart
I suck at first-person shooters.
That was the first time realizing I was terrible at them.
That would be a surprise.
I'm really excited.
I would totally do it. I don't know if it would be
horror games.
So
the medium,
too close to the
really
original, though.
More,
I'd really have to change the lyrics.
They haven't told us a whole lot about it, but I'm living for it. Like the Silent
I guess it
music,
depends on.
And Everwild is the other one I'm really interested for. Like,
because I need ammo like for the lyrics,
kind of a mystery.
Which means they need like a bunch of exclusives that I can use as ammo.
That's great because, as you said, there are lots of other games across the studios. Everwild.
I've never done that before, Brian. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Really interesting. I agree. Hopefully, we'll get to see something on that. Tim Schafer's got Psychonauts that they acquired that studio. Hopefully there'll be an update on that one. And they said Microsoft's got so many studios, so many games across the portfolio that I think we'll get hopefully some new game announcements and also some updates on those existing ones.
Good day for him.
Austin, you were one of the few people I think in the world that
honestly I got no idea. I haven't played Halo.
check out.
Which
Gears,
is not
how
really
that was
because
looking on the hardware,
I
everything
avoided
like that.
it
So
or
you have a
anything. I
really
just
interesting
didn't come into
perspective on
contact
this.
with Halo. You know,
What do you
my
want to
friend
see at Xbox?
who I played a lot of games at his house.
So I mean,
never had an
love
Xbox,
the nerdy
so
details, right? I want
I
to see
played,
the
like,
120
COD growing up because he
FPS
had
and the
COD.
HDR and
And
all the
like
ray
multiple
tracing.
games
I'm
'cause he
really
had it,
interested in
but
seeing kind of like what this
never
next
Halo.
generation is able to do
Never
as far as pushing
have
the
I
envelope
played Halo.
forward, right? I mean, look,
Actually,
don't get me
I think
wrong.
I
I'm
bought
gonna be
the
all
Master
over
Chief
Halo.
Collection
I really want
on
to see what they're
Steam
able to
with
do,
the
especially
intention of
considering
playing
that that's
it,
going to be a game.
but I haven't
that will
gone
be
around
on
to doing it
Xbox
yet.
One
So
and sort of
it's on the list of
PC
things
and Series X and kind of seeing
to
how they're
play.
able to stretch that.
But yeah,
And I'm definitely a huge fan of the
definitely
Forza
want to get
Horizon,
into
right?
that.
I mean, that's sort of been really.
But I don't
look
know what
back
else
at
I'm
the Xbox
expecting
One
here.
generation for me,
But one thing I'm
I've
excited
definitely
for
spent more time
Series X
playing
is that
the Forza
they're
games
saying
as well
backwards
as the Horizon
compatibility
games
with
more than anything
all the
else, right?
previous
So that's definitely
generations,
has like
right?
a special place in my heart.
So
from the gaming
if that's
side.
the case,
But what I'm really curious about
then
is getting a really good look
everything,
at kind of
even
what this
games that
new
never made it to
slate of titles
PC,
look
like
right? I mean,
maybe
obviously we know
360
that there
games
are
that
a
never
bunch
got
of
PC
games that are
port,
coming out
should
for
be
the holiday
running on
season.
Series X.
I'm
I
assuming
don't know if
we're
they're
probably
gonna
going to see
bump
some
up
games
resolution
kind
for
of
that,
teased
or
for the next maybe
you know,
year
try
or two,
anything
or
with
whatever
that.
the case is. But I really want to
You
see a
know,
good
'cause
sense
they had
of
those Xbox
what
One
the
X
Xbox
enhanced
Series X
games,
is
but like
capable
I
of,
don't know
right?
if it's
I've
gonna
seen
be
little
like
bits
that.
and
It's just gonna
pieces.
be
I got
the
to try a
360
couple of
games will
tech
run
demos.
exactly as they
I
did
know the specs.
on
I know all the
360. I
kind
have
of
no
the
idea.
basic stuff. But what I really want to do is kind of see how all of that comes together.
Still
and
can't
brings
believe there
what
was
this
only
next
one GTA
generation is all
game in the
about.
2010s. They made so much
I think
money off
that's a
GTA
great
5.
point.
They don't even
It's,
want to make a new
you know,
one so
they
soon.
keep saying how powerful this console is. Like we want to see that power, right, and see what this is able to do. And Microsoft's philosophy on
Is the Series X
Xbox,
gonna
and
have
Phil
the
Spencer
same
has
UI
expressed,
as
is,
the
you know, a little bit
Xbox
different
One?
than PlayStation.
Well, I got
They're
no
saying
idea
that
on
all
that.
these
I
games
guess
they're going
we'll
to show
see.
you today conceivably will still
You
work
peeped
on
that
your
new
current
J. Cole.
Xbox.
Oh,
will work
J.
on
Cole,
PC, and they might, you know, they
Jermaine.
work better on the new Xbox.
Those
but
two new
I'm curious
tracks,
for you guys,
bangers, fire.
How does that affect
The fall
your
off
sort
is
of
going to be
decision on
fire.
what you're going to do
Okay?
with Xbox? Like, what's going
I
to
can't
cause
wait for
you
this
to
album
want to
now.
upgrade
If he drops
to the
this
next
album
system?
this year,
because it's different. That, you know,
and
Halo, as you
Kendrick
said,
doesn't
will
drop
work
this
probably
year,
on, if you have
he's
an Xbox,
cemented
it'll
album
work
of the
on
year
current
already.
system.
I know
So
Drake is planning
I
on
assume
dropping.
part of what
Drake's
they
not
have to
gonna
show
have
today
album
is
of
why
the
it's
year.
going to be
I'm sorry.
even
Like,
better on the next one.
you know, Drake's prime is gone. No
Yeah, I think
offense.
for-
Definitely what
But
I
like,
expect.
he dropped those Khaled
Yeah,
tracks.
I think for me,
They were
what
cool,
I
but,
like
yeah.
most about the Xbox that
Cole
kinda sits
could
at-
have
in-
album of the
in
year.
my
If
house
Kendrick
is, like,
doesn't
we always
drop,
get Sony with their
Cole is the only one
exclusives,
that
and
can
I would
take.
love to see some really
Although
cool
Kanye said he's
exclusives
dropping
come out
on
of
Friday, but
Microsoft today. It's
given the
thing
Manic
that people
episode,
keep
I don't know
talking
if he's
about all the
actually
time,
going to
but I
drop on
love
Friday or not. So
the kind
we
of
will see.
home entertainment aspect.
I don't know
of
if
my
Kanye will
Xbox.
beat
I
Cole
love
though, because
the-
Cole
the
is
kind
still
of
in his
UI
prime.
and
Whereas Kanye,
the speed of the
Well, his
system
prime
and kind of
ended,
sitting
like,
down. I use it for everything.
years
I
ago,
only use my
so
PlayStation for
we'll
gaming,
see.
but I really use my Xbox for almost everything. I watch Netflix on it. I watch
Agreed,
movies,
Drake's
and I
prime
play
is
my
gone.
4K
Yeah, like, Drake's
Blu-rays and
prime,
everything
like,
on it because my
his prime
PlayStation couldn't do
was
that.
a while ago.
So
Like, I feel
I'm
like
really
the fall
curious
off
to
of
see
Drake
how they
began from
evolve
views,
kind of
which is
the
not to say I
OS
didn't
of the
like
system
views,
and
but
make it snappier and
Drake
faster,
better
and how
come
you're
back
able
with the
to
mixtape was
switch
mid.
between games on the fly.
To
and
be
being able
fair,
to have all
the
of those
mixtape
old
was
games
unintentional.
be playable on the
They
new
were just
one.
a
They
bunch
keep
of
talking about
songs
backwards
that peaked, and it was
compatibility
like,
a
oh, I
lot
might
and
as
how
well get
that's a
some
big
money for
factor
this shit,
for
so we
them.
put it on Spotify.
And I'm curious to see
You
how
know.
far that goes.
So
and
that
how
was
many
kind of
games you can
unintentional,
really
but still,
play with
I just
that,
think
how
Drake
far
has
they're
run out of
pushing it and
subject
stuff
matter.
like
I think he
Game
said everything
Pass
he
has come
usually
out, and
says, and just like
it's kind
just
of a
like
game changer
repeating.
because there's so many times
You
when I
know.
just go on and I don't want to buy a new game,
Drake's
but
still good.
it's,
What are you
Game Pass
guys
is a good way
talking
of kind of
about?
trying it out
Drake is
and
amazing.
testing it and
Was
just
amazing as
downloading
well.
it there and playing straight away.
I'm not
And
saying
I
Drake
really
is
love that
bad
aspect. So I
now.
want to see
I'm just
how far
saying
they
he's
push
not
that and xCloud. I think
as great as he
is
was
what
before.
their trump card
Like,
will
he was
be this
original
time. At least
before.
for me personally, the
In
way
his
I
prime, he was like
consume
fresh.
the media on my Xbox.
Now it's just like he's doing what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, no, I think that,
but
as you said,
not
the
any
Game Pass
better,
is
just
another
the
big part of
same.
it. That, you know, a
It
lot of
just
these
sounds
games
like,
now come out
Like,
as part of
Grease
Game
was
Pass.
not
I
a
think that's what
bad
you said,
song.
kind of all their
I did
first-party
not
titles
the song,
are in game.
but I don't feel like
Pass,
5 years later I'm going to be bumping
sample
Grease.
more games, right? It's
Whereas
no longer like you have to spend
$7 years later, I'll still bump
everything.
The Real Her.
Also,
10 years later, I'll still bump Miss Me.
Specs
like,
and
do you know what I mean?
You know, the frame rates
like,
and all that type of stuff.
He's not putting out anything that I thought would be
of tech
remembered.
and, you know, RDNA
you know?
architectures and
He
whatnot.
had some memorable
like,
songs like on Scorpion. Like
what does that all mean to the gamers? Like, how do you think the game?
I think
are going to be
Emotionless
different?
was
What are the
a
things
top
we
tier
should
Drake
look
song.
for
That was
here in
2018. That was past
ray
his prime,
tracing and
but
things
still
like
had
that? Like, what do you think are
some
going to be
great
some of the
songs
big leaps that we're going to see in some of these games, hopefully tonight?
The
so I think the interesting way of looking at sort of the previous generation, sort of Xbox One, PS4, going into this new generation, is that it's a much more well-rounded package, right? So you look at something like the Xbox Series X, spec-wise, it is equivalent to a
like you can have a project full of songs that aren't skipped, but they're all just like 6 out of 10 songs. So the whole project is like, well, I'm not going to skip any of it, but am I going to listen to the whole thing?
Something like
no.
Red Dead 2 running on an original Xbox One. It's really impressive that was
Drake
able
was
to be
clean back in the day. headlines, worst behavior trophy.
But the thing is,
like,
this generation,
for me, like
with the Series X, we have now
Prime Drake was like
people are going to very quickly
old
get
Drake
to
for me was like
load
from
times,
So
but,
Far
you know,
Gone to Take Care.
times.
That was like
but
when he was
you
his
have
most
really
original. That
CPU,
trilogy
which is going to enable these
was like
bigger open
Goat
world,
Drake.
sort of more
Then you had
physics, and then you have on the graphics
when
side
he was
now,
at the
like, sort of
top
more
top,
detailed things, and
which
I
was
think
like
the
nothing
higher
was the
frame
same.
rates are something
If you're
that,
reading
especially
this,
as
is
more
too
and more
late
teams are
era,
developing that,
which is
so
still
that
Prime Drake.
people are going to really start to
But
appreciate.
I'll put,
But also these
I'll
new
pick
features
the
like
So
ray
Far
tracing,
Gone to
right,
Take
which
Care
are just
era
going to help
over the
ground
Nothing
these
was the
worlds
same
in a
to
much
If You're
more
Reading This
sort of
era. But that
realistic
was still
sort of
Prime Drake.
location. Like,
Nothing Was the Same was
for
probably
me,
his
it's more
best
about making
project when it comes to
console a
rapping.
much more complete
Take Care was
package,
his
you're
best
not sort of sacrificing
overall because he had the
playing
rapping,
on your
but he
PC
also had
versus your Xbox or
some of the
anything, like,
most
you're gonna be getting a
iconic
very
simp
similar level
anthems
of
on Take
performance.
Care. Let's be
In a
real.
lot of cases, something like the
there were
Series X
simp
is going to be
anthems for days on
significantly more
Take Care.
powerful than
Doing
any
It
other
Wrong.
gaming device in your home.
You had Marvin's Room.
All right. Well, hopefully
you
we're
had
going to get
the
to see
real
some of
her.
that.
Like,
Lauren, you
and I think that's what I love about Take Care is that not only do you have
games we know about, like the
rapping Drake
Everwild, anything that
with
you're
like Lord knows,
they
but you have sing rapping Drake with like headlines, and then you got singing Drake.
I was
like,
looking.
There's like so many elements of Drake on Take Care. I'll admit there was
more
rapping Drake on Nothing Was the Same, but
been more of like
Take Care was just
PC
like,
gamer, PlayStation. So if they can surprise
Not
me
Around
and pull
League
me
is a
in
fucking
with
banger,
more
though.
like Xbox exclusives.
Which league was that?
I
So
mean,
many
Game
leagues,
Pass
I
has been
can't
a
even
game
keep
changer
track.
for me. I've been using.
Because I remember there was a
lately.
2020 Drake league that
So
I
just
downloaded
like
and listened to.
bringing me into that ecosystem.
But I don't know, it didn't
if
have
they
a
can do
name
that,
when I
like,
downloaded it.
then they've surprised me. So
no, and that's part of what they're trying to do here. Is you said, you know,
Someone said,
play all this stuff on your
best rapper in
PC.
the
You can
scene?
play, you
No.
know, on your phone via XCloud, and like, you know, bringing more games to more
Cole
people.
is in his
So
prime
I
as
said,
a
hopefully
rapper,
we'll
but
see
not
a bunch
as
of
an
games
artist.
today, right? And we know Halo is
I
going to
don't
be
know
a big
about that.
focus.
I mean, the
but
two songs
obviously
he
they've
dropped
got a lot of
just
other
now,
things to fill out that hour.
those
All right,
songs
well,
are pretty
thanks,
fire.
Lauren,
Like, I would
Austin,
put that
and, Jack, we will,
probably over
see you
almost every
guys,
song on
later. We'll all be
KOD.
watching
KOD was not my
live.
favorite Cole project.
And we do have some special
I felt like that was a
premieres,
bit of a
throughout this show.
calm
We've got
down
a number,
from For Your Eyes Only.
I think
I still, my favorite
Cole
Cole project still 2014
minutes
though,
here to
but,
give you a little preview
you know.
of some stuff that will be coming to Xbox, and we're going to start right now.
SX is underrated
with this
still.
world premiere
Lie
announcement.
to
Check
Me
it out.
featuring JME's back. Oh, SX got a song with JME. Shit. A world premiere. Oh, they finally showed some shit. Alright. Square Enix. Let me guess. They're gonna premiere all the arse cheek stuff in the pre-show, and then actually show the good stuff afterwards.
The Luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm.
Imagine saying Cardi B is the GOAT. I mean, her debut album was good though. You know, she's not a GOAT though. As much as Nicki pisses me off, she's better than Cardi overall. But SX is actually like, I like his voice. I'll probably check out some of his music. Welcome to New Games Plus Expo. Thankfully it's not that, because we don't have a bunch of people in the chat talking about something that I told them wasn't going to be there. What franchise is this? I missed the subtitle. Dragon Quest. Agreed, Nicki over Cardi. That being said, don't get it twisted. I would still like honestly, they're both pretty annoying, but I don't know. Nicki's prime over Cardi's prime, but Cardi right now is better than Nicki. But Nicki's prime was years ago. Like when I first heard Roman's Revenge, I was like, yeah, Nicki's got it. She's got it. This is a big step, believe it or not. Dragon Quest 3 being in Japan has helped sell more. Yeah, this game looks kind of dead. What are these water droplets that look like Blue Regard Kikozu? Imagine exclusive Sonic the Hedgehog game for the Xbox. The video is still a bit loud. Really? Check my OBS quickly. Pour one out for the PS4 gamers who bought this. Ugh. Definitive Edition. See, it's on Windows as well. Microsoft are like 10 times richer than Sony, for the record, which is why they can sell Xbox and know that they'll make less than PlayStation. And then when they finally have some exclusives, they put them on PC as well.
And now we're gonna get right into another world premiere. This is a brand new game announcement.
Because remember, Cuphead never came to PS4. It was an Xbox exclusive, but they also put it on PC, so it didn't feel like an exclusive.
Take a look at this.
All right, what's this world premiere? This isn't Halo, is it? I don't think so. Or maybe it is? I've literally never played Halo. Nah, this can't be Halo. Maybe I'm just saying that because the stream quality is so dead right now. It's like, yeah, it's not Halo. It didn't look budget. It didn't look big budget enough. I was like, nah, this can't be Halo. What celebrity death hit you the hardest? Mine was honestly Juice WRLD, but I made because it was so recent. Juice WRLD didn't actually hit me as hard. Like, it hit me, but because so many celebrities that I was following had died between like 2018 and 2019, like X died, Mac died, Etika died. It was so many that when Juice died, I was just like, you know, like I was already cold inside. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Right now, though, we're going to turn
to
our second
Juice,
panel to
plus obviously he talks about death so much in his music that I kind of expected it. I maybe thought he was going to make it to like the 27 club, even though he said, we ain't making it past 21, but, you know.
You're way ahead of me, brother. I was all like,
oh, for fuck's sake, get the fuck off my screen. Get the actual fuck off my screen. The fuck is... Who wants you on the fucking screen?
Danny O'Dwyer from No Clip. Hey, Danny, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? I'm just really happy for Aaron to get his blinks. He's been waiting for like, was it a month since we talked on PlayStation?
I'm gonna boot up Brotherhood at this rate.
Forget all these new studios and all these.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, biggest celebrity death. Actually, the celebrity death that hit me the hardest was Corey Monteith from Glee.
Clearly the closer of
that
the show,
shit
right?
hit me. Like,
finally,
hit
we've got
me.
Alana Pierce joining us. Hey, Alana.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, she's the YouTuber chick who used to work for IGN.
Shipper, we're ready to go. This is Xbox
You said that
Day.
the reviewers don't get bought for
hopefully
reviews.
Some excitement for all of us with what Xbox has in store. So we joked about Blinks, but Xbox has a lot of franchises, a lot of history in gaming over the past 20 years.
So it's been confirmed that the pre-show is dead. They're not revealing any important shit right now, okay? They're going to reveal it later. So we're just going to take a break from that. And I don't know. We'll see. No, get King Bumps off the screen. Get King Bumps off the fucking screen. Ugh. The viewers are going to drop now because I'm not showing this fucking pre-show. But actually, before we get into Brotherhood, those of you who've been following my streams, you know I had a little bit of a lag issue with Assassin's Creed Origins because it's a more recent game, and more importantly, it's a CPU hog, right? So I'm just gonna prove to you guys that the game actually runs now. Some of you thought it was never gonna happen. So I'm just gonna open the game, prove that it doesn't lag anymore, and then we'll go and play Brotherhood because I'm getting tired now. Alright, let's open this shit. Streamer curse about to hit. No, this time it is 110% fixed. Okay, I fixed the lag objectively. Like, obviously the game doesn't run at a smooth 60, but it never ran at a smooth 60 because obviously my PC is not as powerful as it needs to be to run it at smooth 60, and the game is poorly optimized. But what was happening before is that it was running worse on the stream than it was on the actual, like, on my monitor. Now it runs equal on stream to what it does on the monitor. Why do you have Sonic Heroes as your favorite game? Me and my twin brother share the same PC, so, you know. Let me check the volume levels, actually. Make sure it's not too loud. Okay, it's already turned down. Alright. Let's prove it doesn't lag. Don't kill a cat. It was an accident, Bradley. You know that shit. The recording. No. There's no curses. The game is going to run just fine. And you will see it happen in real time. Well, not real time, but ultra low latency. So like 1 second delay. This time, you will see it. Okay. We're going to go into the game, and you're going to witness a game that does not lag. Please don't lag. Okay. You see that? It's not a smooth 60, but it works, is my point. It works, okay? I'm looking at the preview window right now just to make sure it's actually working. I tested it, it worked. It's not going to be completely smooth, okay? The point was that it's actually something that's watchable and not something that was just a PowerPoint presentation. Like I could stream this. Yeah, consistent frame rate. Literally. Is the game? Oh yeah, the game's definitely optimized poorly. That's not up for debate. Poorly optimized game. Thank you, chat. Now that I have proven my point that the game actually runs normally, we can close the game. And let's see what's going on here now.
That, you know, there'll be some stuff for the super core game.
Yeah, they're just yapping. Let's go into the greatest Assassin's Creed game and one of the greatest games of all time, which is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Oh wait, hold on. This game, the save file is saved in like documents or some shit, so I literally need to go and copy my save file that I was using from my other account. If the computer will fucking let me do that. It's literally like, the save file is literally saved in like documents and settings or some shit. Yeah. But Prim, this is... Only Bradley thinks Revelations is the best AC game. Like, that's just like this despicable. Like, Revelations, really? Okay, Windows is being a bitch. Doesn't want to let me copy the save file. Fine. I'll just use the one that's on there. Okay, there's no Premiere showing up. It's just Aaron's face, so... Yeah, I'm not showing that. I wanted to say Lagulous. Unfortunately, you didn't get the chance to say Lagulous because the lag is fixed. But don't worry, I'm sure there'll be opportunities in the future where you can experience lag in my streams. I doubt it's fixed forever. The hook blade, though. Is that the only thing you could think? Look, Revelations is not better than Brotherhood because of the hook blade. Okay? Brotherhood has the Brotherhood mechanic, and I guess Revelations has it as well, but it's not as good in Revelations. Okay. So what did I get to on this file? Because this is not the updated file for my other account. Okay, we got here. Okay, I'm gonna skip this cutscene. The Brotherhood of Revelations is not as good. It's just there to be like, oh look, that thing from the previous game is there. It was actually integrated into the game properly and into the story properly in Brotherhood. It was so mediocre in Revelations. It was like, I guess it's there. Alright. Anyway, back on the topic of the best Assassin's Creed game. So we can't run yet because he's injured and needs to get healed. The missions aren't annoying though. Just because you struggle doesn't make the missions annoying. You just got to become a better assassin, Bradley. Like, you need to work on those assassination skills, okay?
Ah, my arm. Salute. I require medicine.
Let me look. Someone your age cannot recover from a wound like this with medicine. Here is something to dull the pain. You will heal over time.
Grazie.
4 out of 5 doctors would suggest leeches, but they have not proven effective against such things. However, I can recommend several good colleagues around the city. Do you need anything else? Trust the skill of your own local medical profession.
I want to hear Ezio respond. Imbecile. Oh god. Did this game get remastered? I think it got a remaster on PS4. The Ezio collection or what? I think that's a remaster. In Steam, you can go through controller settings and change it to PS4 HUD, even for non-Steam games. Revelations has bomb crafting. Yawn. I think because that's the most recent one you played, it's fresh in your head, okay? When you replay the games, you learn sense and realize that Revelations is not the best of the trilogy, okay? Revelations is not the best of the trilogy, okay? Ugh. This is worse than you saying the wrong pronunciation of beta. I don't hate Revelations. I love the Ezio trilogy, but Revelations is the weakest one of the 3. It's, oh my god. I could kind of understand you putting it over 2 because of gameplay improvements, even though I still would rather play 2 than Revelations. Revelations is a great game. I love Revelations. In fact, Revelations has probably the greatest trailer of any video game ever. Literally. I don't get it twisted. But like, oh shit. I'm supposed to be tailing guards. But like, the best AC game? No. Let me take some medicine. Alright. So they're teaching us how to blend and shit. Prem, who would you say is the greatest artist in your lifetime? Tupac Shakur. Oh shit. They're trying to detect your boy. Oh wait, I want that flag. Let me get that quickly. Whoops. Oh, they're getting suspicious. Can you blend, please? Thank you. Alright. Keep tailing them. Which way are they going? Okay. Go here. All Eyes on Me is my favorite Tupac song. It's a pretty interesting choice. I mean, he's got so many bangers though, like literally. The environment in Revelations was refreshing. And you think Roma wasn't refreshing though? I mean, Roma was amazing. I mean, I still think my favorite environment is probably Florence, but that's probably just because of the song Home in Florence and how nostalgic it is every time I hear it. Alright, run to the bench. Alright. Roma was... Oh, who are you? Roma was so good. It was like out of the trilogy, probably had the most densely packed, like, you know, area, because everything was in there. Alright, tail. Kill the guards. Is there a full sync on this? Do not drop below 1 health square. Okay. Let me get an actual better weapon. Ah, done. The full syncing encourages replayability by making you actually get good.
She was beautiful.
She was. Until that porco defiled her. I wish he'd just killed her. I wish he'd just killed La Mia Mata. People who saw her grow up cheered when he spat on her.
Oh my god, really?
When her neck...
I understand.
I regret introducing you to this trilogy. You've besmirched the name of it.
The treachery.
Il Carnefice watches from his home on the hill above. He threatens to hang me if I cut her rope.
If Carnefice lives on the hill overlooking the gallows, locate and kill him.
When you are ready, take her down. I will deal with Il Carnefice.
Alright. What's the full sync again? Kill your target with the hidden blade. Okay, that should be easy enough. Well, I haven't got the double hidden blade yet. You know what I love that was introduced in Brotherhood? This thing. It's so basic, but still so fun. Okay, we gotta go up. Alright.
Nice.
Oh, there's loot over there. Shit. Done. I love this track though. I think my opinion on Brotherhood is pretty much like your opinion. No, my opinion on Brotherhood is of the correct variety. Your opinion on Revelations is weird. Ugh. Sounds like I don't like. I like Revelations. Okay, I do enjoy Revelations. Okay. Can you get the fuck away from me? Hold on. I'm trying to loot. Okay. Let me lure them here quickly. Oh, they're actually throwing shit at me. I want the loot. Fine, I'll leave the loot. Wow, that was a flop. That's not how I planned to do that, but here we are. I went back to the stream, they're just showing indie games. The zipline is like the one thing about Revelations that I go, oh yeah, that was sick. Like, everything else is done better in Brotherhood, literally. And it's like, oh yeah, Revelations has the hook blade. Ain't nobody trying to craft no bombs. For a series called Assassin's Creed, I sure do not see any stealth right now. Well, I was doing stealth before, you know, and plus it's early in the game, so they're not just gonna throw you into like tough stuff. Bradley knows there's stealth in the game. He'll tell you because he struggled with it. Had to put the game down for a bit because the Brotherhood was too strong for him.
Do you remember when we were young and baby? Oh, I suppose it wasn't. Ezio.
Machiavelli.
What a surprise to see you here.
I thought you had sent for me.
Never. News of the Villa attack has spread across the city. We were certain that you were dead.
Not yet. I am still very much alive.
The
it's
Borgia
prime.
must not discover that you escaped them.
Accompany Machiavelli through Roma, encountering dangers along the way. Full synchronization. Throw the Borgia captain into the scaffold to kill him. Wait, I forget. What's the scaffold again?
Take care not to draw any undue attention.
I forgot what a scaffold is. Yeah, I might not full sync this one because I don't remember what the scaffold is. Anyone know how hard this game is to run? Well, I've got an i7-8700K and a GTX 1080 Ti, and it's using about this much of my resources. So my GPU is not being maxed out at 4K 60. My CPU is not even maxed out, and I'm streaming. So I would assume if you got a fairly recent gaming PC, that you should be able to stream this game.
You would be wise to purchase missing equipment. You will not live long in Roma without supplies.
I have my blade.
And the guards have their guns, courtesy of the Borgia. Fortunately, I can help.
Okay, I'm giving me money.
Grazie.
While you're in my debt, perhaps you will listen to reason.
Wow, he just gave you the money and said, while you're in my debt. Buy the stiletto and Roman spolders. Okay. Okay, so that gives me health and resistance. And that gives me another weapon. Prem slowly becoming a streamer. I guess I am. I mean, nowadays, YouTubers are streaming more. Streamers are YouTubing more.
Now you can survive the journey back to Firenze.
I got a dagger finally.
But I'm not going to Firenze.
Oh.
There will be no peace until we rise up against the entire Borgia family and the Templars who serve them.
I do not recall such brave talk at Monteriggioni.
How could I have known that they would
Revelations has Minstrel Ezio
they
though.
would kill Mario?
Wait, what's Minstrel Ezio? My memory is a bit faint. It's been a while since I played Revelations.
Sharpened into one of his most artful weapons. But she pales in comparison to the man behind the Villa attack. He is ambitious, ruthless, and cruel beyond imagining. The laws of men mean nothing to him. He murdered his own brother to take power. He knows neither danger nor fatigue. Those who do not fall by
Miniminter said he's considering what Nigga did and quit YouTube and become a streamer. He said he'll still do Sideman in his podcast but will leave his channel. Maybe post streaming clips. Those people with the guitar. I mean, streaming is the future, so I mean, I don't care if you're a YouTuber, you still have to stream. Like, we're in that era where streaming is just a natural part of this shit.
Is that admiration I hear in your voice?
Why are you taking so long? Streaming is now. Well, when I say it's the future, I mean like, yeah, like it's now. I mean, yeah. Like, you can't be a YouTuber and not stream. Like, it's just at that point where it's so integral. Plus, you know, once you get big, you make way more money on streams than you do off YouTube ad revenue. Because once you get big, people just be donating just to get seen. Because the chat will be so, like, large and cancerous that to even get noticed, you'd have to donate. But yeah, like, Videos are there to grow the channel, but streams are there to entertain that audience.
As Cesare's conquests in Romagna continue to succeed and the Borgia grow in power, they have taken desirable areas of the city for
I do like the scripted videos. I like the professional side of YouTube. I love the chill side.
The will of the Borgia is law now.
Streaming will actually take over in the next few years because the VODs count as videos.
Do you have some kind of plan?
I am improvising.
Oh wait, before I lose the Vorcha Captain. Yeah, actually I want to speak on that because there was a time, I think it was like a few years ago, where if you did a stream on YouTube, the VOD would not show up in search. It would not show up in sidebars or anything. Like it didn't matter. And I remember this because whenever I wanted, like say I played a game, like I streamed Crash 2 years ago on stream, full thing. But I knew that people wouldn't see it after it became a VOD because of the way YouTube was stifling VODs. So I would have to download the stream, upload it as a video, and then it would get noticed. It was so annoying. And then recently, my twin brother did a stream on his channel, and the VOD is actually searchable. Even when you're not logged in, it shows up one of the top search results on the thing that it was for. I'm just like, why didn't they just do this before? Alright, so we gotta kill the Borgia Captain. But I have to throw him in a scaffold to get full sync. I don't know what a scaffold is, so I might not get that full sync. What is a scaffold? Like, my memory is so bad. Okay, the captain is there somewhere. And they're getting suspicious. Oh my god. Now I've got to remember how to combat again. It's been a while. What is a scaffold? This captain could have run away by now so easily. Look at that. Aren't you gonna like run off? The crowd is just... What is a scaffold? Cause someone tell me what a scaffold is so I can throw him in it. Did you fix the OBS lag issue? Oh yeah, I fixed it. You missed the part of the stream where I showed that I fixed. I had to move from Streamlabs to regular OBS. Could someone like just Google what a scaffold is so I could just throw this guy in it? The wooden thing. You mean this? Did that kill him? Oh, okay. Cool. Wait, hold on. There we go. Did I get medicine from him? There we go.
Just because you kill a few guards does not mean the people will grant access to the stables.
You are right. We need to send a signal. Wait here.
And then... So basically the Borgia is just the territory that you have to like reclaim. So when you play this game, you have to... There's a bunch of areas that you have to like ignite. You kill the Borgia captain, then you ignite the area, and then you can renovate that place now. The renovations in this game are pretty fun. I can't do the throwing thing. I don't have the throwing glove yet. Keep forgetting about that.
It seems the stable is now available for purchase.
After you.
Ezio must be sweaty as hell, that outfit. I guess. I mean, it's a pretty thick outfit. Okay, we got full sync on that. Alright. Oh, I get to renovate for 0. The Borgia captains are annoying. Do you hate challenge? The strategies on some of the harder ones, like finding the best way to get them, chasing them down when they run away. Company Machiavelli. We've got 14 minutes left. Alright, full sync, don't lose any health. Oh, I need a horse. No, no, no. I didn't know it. Okay. Riding a horse inside the world. That's the one thing you notice after like finishing AC2 and you move on to Brotherhood. It's like, oh, I can use the horse inside. I believe they didn't let you do it inside too because the environments are smaller. They just didn't think it would fit, I think. They don't want you to go around the environment too quickly, you know what I mean? Because Roma is actually pretty huge. I mean, 82 had more areas, but Roma is the capital after all. Like, it's bound to be the biggest.
You excel at opening wounds, Ezio.
Maybe Twitch sponsorships are better. Why do you choose stream on Twitch? I think it's just a case of not putting all your eggs in one basket. Because if YouTube shut you down, you're done. For me though, I'm still streaming on YouTube because I'm trying to grow, and starting again on Twitch is just kind of long when I'm trying to grow this channel. If I already had a pop enough YouTube, maybe I'd consider just doing Twitch or streaming.
We need to take away the source of their power.
I think if something happens to your channel, YouTube will hold the donations from streams. I heard it happened to somebody before. Well, that's why I switched to use Streamlabs. Like, I have a Streamlabs link in my description. That's what the Twitch streamers use as well. So if you donate through Streamlabs, it circumvents the YouTube super chat. So you don't have to deal with the YouTube drama of that. Streamlabs goes through PayPal.
You are wrong. Our belief in humanity rests at the heart of the Assassin Brotherhood.
You can't really make roundups on Twitch. What do you mean roundups?
He must be from your inner circle. Go, get back what he has stolen. I will wait at the Campidoglio.
Catch the thief.
Give me back my money.
This should be easy.
Come back here.
Ezio mad as fuck.
Get out of here before I regret sparing your life.
That's right, motherfucker. Alright, let's see what the next mission is. If it seems like something long, then we'll have to, like, not do it because the event is in, like, 10 minutes. Oh, I missed this game. Even though I beat it, like, last year. Like, again. How many times have I beat this game now? Several, like... I feel like Revelations I've probably beaten the least. I probably beat that, like, twice. Whereas, like, 2 and Brotherhood I've probably beaten at least, like, 4 or 5 times each now. Maybe even more. How am I sleeping? I play Revelations more than you. I like Revelations. I just think it's the weakest of the trilogy. That's all. I don't like AC2 is like a 9 out of 10 for me. Brotherhood is like a 9.5. And Revelations is probably like a 8.5. Like, it's a great game. It's just, you know.
Hey, Desmond. I don't know if you're looking for something from 16, but last time scanning in eagle vision seemed to help.
No, it's not that. Alright, let's hit this viewpoint. Okay, I can't go there. These windows are closed. Maybe I'm not supposed to go here yet. Oh, wait, no. Are you serious? Oh, yeah, some of these viewpoints do that. You have to find the right way around. Wow, that was a flop. Maybe I need the throwing glove to get up this one? Hold on. I think I read somewhere on a forum that you don't actually need the throwing glove for any of these. They just make it seem that way. They always put a slower way there without the throwing glove. Yeah, there's a way up. Meanwhile, you prefer Black Flag, or I really need to play the other games. I think because Valhalla is on the same engine as Origins and Odyssey, I think my goal is to at least beat Origins and Odyssey before Valhalla comes out. I will do an Origins stream. Now that I've proven it can run, I will do one. It's a throwing glove for the ledge jump. It's like when you're climbing the building and you like leap up and grab above you. That's the throwing glove. Oh yeah, we can't go here yet. Just look at how big Roma is. Woo! We are here. We just opened this viewpoint and we got all of this. And we still get to go back to Florence and the Christina missions. Speaking of which, Bradley, I'm guessing you didn't full sync the game. So, how many Christina missions did you get? If you don't know what the Christina missions are, it's the missions where you go back to Florence. The AC2 flashbacks in Brotherhood, basically. You didn't get the glove? How did you not get the glove? Still playing Assassin's Creed? You missed the Valhalla gameplay. What are you talking about? I missed the Valhalla gameplay. Did they show Valhalla gameplay here? Are you talking about the stream from before? Where they showed Valhalla? Yeah, maybe you missed your boy's channel because I streamed that event. So if you're talking about that, your boy already streamed that. You tried what? You didn't finish the Christina? Oh my god. I feel like you must have played like the bare minimum of the game and just called it a day. Should I start? Okay, let me check and see what the mission is. If it's a long one, then I won't start it because like we've only got how many minutes till the event starts, and I'm not trying to be in the middle of a mission. Okay, let's just climb up this.
Did you liberate your money from our friend?
I did.
A small victory.
They add up, and in time with work, we'll have a few dozen more.
And in time, Cesare's gaze will return to us, and we'll be broken again.
That's what people do
Now,
with the main story.
Whether
they finish the main story and say it's not as good. Really? I don't know. I didn't know people did that. You need to replay it to. I mean, I'll admit, you like catch the Borgia career in under 1 minute. Yeah, I'm probably gonna not do this now because we got like 5 minutes left. We'll leave it for now. But yeah, with Brotherhood, I loved Brotherhood the first time I played it, but I don't think I put it over 2 the moment I first finished it. I went back to Brotherhood when I realized that it was my favorite. It's the replay value in the full sync, and just the fact that it's more challenging than 2 is that when you start going back to it, you realize that Brotherhood actually has like a layer of depth to it that 2 didn't have. But, you know, on first playthrough, my opinions were 2 was better than Brotherhood, and Brotherhood was better than Revelations. Then as I replayed it, I put Brotherhood slightly over 2. Look at how big Roma is. Oh my god. I mean, the mission over there. Oh, I love this area. This is also called the Colosseum. Brotherhood is side missions done right. Yeah, I need to replay some of these side missions. Oh my god. I love this game. Look at how big this place is. Like, and like, there's so much to do in all of it. Like, and the Ezio just looks so fucking sick as well. Alright, that's enough of that. Oh yeah, and you can leave the Animus at will. Now that you have your PS3, I'll take my time with the extra shit in Brotherhood. But, so what were you playing it on before? I'll just turn off my controller. 'Cause, 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 'cause Your brother's 360. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go pee quickly before this starts. So, yeah. Be all bizzle. Ugh. Why is the chat filled with? Ugh. You guys think you're funny. Did you wash your hands? Oh, God. Alright. It begins. Straight into the trailer, boys. Let's go. I'm guessing this is Halo. Okay, no, it's just a countdown. I better not be behind. I just went to the same place. I just went further behind. Xbox Games Showcase. Xbox Games Studios presents. What is this? This is some Wally shit.
exosuit is now complete. Even though this technology will save humanity,
those face graphics are pretty decent. The only big game for Microsoft. Wasn't Gears of War like an Xbox game exclusive as well? Wasn't that pretty big?
Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own.
They had some exclusives in the 360 generation.
In the face of extinction.
It's just with the Xbox One, all the good exclusives they put on PC as well. Like Cuphead was an exclusive that went on PC. A few others. They don't care because they own Windows.
It all means nothing.
Ooh, the detail on that shit.
Until you step inside.
Alright, Master Chief. I've heard of Sunset Overdrive 2. Never played it, but I know that's an exclusive. I don't think Gears is as acclaimed as it used to be. Well, yeah, I'm talking about the 360 era. Like, Gears was killing it then. Oh, so we're playing the demo now, apparently. 2560.
This is a punishment, right?
Are they all set in the future?
Yep, this is death. No! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief.
60 FPS. It better be 60 FPS. Can you? I wonder if they'd stream this in 4K on YouTube.
No.
Could someone check on YouTube on the Xbox channel if they stream this at 4K?
Breathe. No. You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're...
Nigga, he said breathe.
Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
No, it's not 4K. Okay.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered.
Yeah, most people aren't streaming in 4K nowadays anyway. It's too much CPU.
Combine one with the working sleep space drive.
I have the internet to stream in 4K, but I don't have the powerful enough computer for it. I did a test ages ago and just destroyed my shit.
Please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Okay, big guy.
Alright, random question, since I've never really played Halo. Is Master Chief actually a human in a suit, or is he like some kind of suit man? I don't know. I don't think I've seen him outside of the suit. Actually, maybe there was a trailer where he was outside of the suit. I don't know. But man, in the 2000s, you couldn't hear enough of Halo. Everyone kept bringing up Halo. Even though I didn't actually know anyone who had an Xbox with Halo on it, but you know. Alright, we've got some vehicle play in here as well. It's weird seeing an actual smooth gameplay stream, like when they were showing off, when Ubisoft was showing off Valhalla, that shit was choppy as fuck. He is a human. He went through a test of physical enhancement. Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely got to sink into that Master Chief collection though. I've never actually beaten a first-person shooter, like a proper one. The closest I got was probably Battlefield 4. Those of you who remember that, only OGs of the REM remember that. Me playing Battlefield 4. Yeah, it'd be good to get into some FPS. Speedrun wars, but oh, we got an OG in the chat. M. Soraya. We got an OG in the chat. Oh, he remembers. I still have footage of that on my old hard drive that never got uploaded. When Switch launched, it was a £300 Zelda machine. Series X would be a £500 Halo machine. Well, technically, Series X is backwards compatible, so it's gonna run all your Xbox One games and everything before it. So it's really just everything before it and then Halo. What's up, Phase MLG? Maybe because the stream isn't 4K, but I'm not. It doesn't. The gameplay, like the graphics, don't feel next gen enough. They feel like they look good, but I couldn't tell this apart from an Xbox One game. Is what I'm trying to say, which I guess makes sense because they said all their first-party title games are gonna run on Xbox One anyway. So. That dramatic music though. You could sample that shit. Oh shit, he just like pulled some shit and okay, okay. I see you. So is this dropping on PC on launch, or is it just going to be on the Series X on Xbox One? Ezio Trilogy on Series X. I mean, yeah, but you could just play it on PC, and then, you know, you wouldn't have to wait for that. Plus, honestly, I prefer just playing the original game to playing the weird remasters that they made. There were some changes to the remasters that I didn't like. But to be fair, they made those changes on the original as well. Like AC2, for example, which I don't... You played it on console, so you might not have seen it. But I don't know if you remember when you played AC2, Bradley. There's 2 missing sequences in the game, right? And those 2 missing sequences, they sell back to you as DLC. But most people agree that that DLC is kind of trash. And because it's in the middle of the story, once it's added, you can't remove it. So if you play the remaster, the DLC is built in. If you play on Steam, it comes with the DLC, so you have to go through the DLC. So the best way to play AC2 is without the DLC. But they don't make that easy anymore.
We are one step ahead. Always. The ring is already under our control.
You mean one of the Templar temples? No. On the DNA of AC2, there's... The sequences are in order, like numerical order. There's 2 missing sequences. If you see 2 missing sequences, that's the DLC. I believe it's sequences 12 and 13. If it's already there, then you played the DLC. But if it's not there, then you played it without the DLC, which is the better way to play it. Oh, he's staring into my soul.
This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story.
Okay, the face details are pretty decent. In 4K, these textures will look good. The sword textures look a bit low res though. Is that a sword or whatever he's wearing?
Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
I have to check back on that later. Yeah, if you haven't played the DLC, then consider yourself lucky that you got to play it without DLC. I mean, that's how I played it first time. Holiday 2020. Yeah, so it's coming to Windows as well. That's the thing about Xbox, is that their exclusives come to Windows, so it means that they sacrifice sales of their system. But Microsoft don't care because they own Windows too.
And we're thrilled to share a hint.
Do you have to pay? If you buy it on PC or if you buy the remaster, it comes preloaded with the DLC. So, but I'm telling you, you do not want the version with the DLC because it's in the middle of the story and you cannot remove it once it's added. So, if you have a way to play it without the DLC, keep that method. Like, I'm tempted to just crack the game without DLC so I can have a version without DLC to play. Because otherwise, every time you replay it, you have to play the DLC. Because it's like, it's sequences 12 and 13, and then 14 is the main game again. It's really annoying.
Including the first
honestly, if you told me this was late 7th gen, I wouldn't be surprised.
Please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working.
Well, you mean like late PS3? I don't know about that. It still looks like a PS4 era game. But, you know. I thought Halo never got ported to PC though. Or didn't the Master Chief Collection get ported? Plus, I mean, I'm talking about recently, like the Xbox One era. Like they ported a lot of their exclusives were also on PC. The face textures are definitely better, though. I have to say that. But the overall game graphics don't look that different to previous gen. But it's the start of next gen, so it's not going to look that different. Let's be real. Late PS3 and PS4 look about the same. I mean, what, late PS3 and early PS4? It ain't Valhalla. Oh, Valhalla look like booty cheeks. But to be fair, it's a lot of the AC games, because they're developed in like a year or so, usually, they don't like look good until the end, because they spend like the last part like touching it up and shit. You know, they be churning those out, so this has to be CGI because it looks too good. Like the snow and all that. This can't be. It can't be in game. State of Decay 3, Series X PC, Game Pass. Oh yeah, to clarify, the Series X games that will also work on Xbox One are only the first party ones. If it's third party, they could make it exclusive for Series X.
9 of our 15 Xbox Game Studios, including unveils of 5 new first party games. What you will see today is how Xbox Game Studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life.
Okay.
We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play, and we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console. And we've built state-of-the-art
so the whole top is just a fan, wow.
To allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport. And
oh yeah, the Forza games look really good.
Is bringing them closer to
I haven't played any of them properly, but just looking at the footage of them, they always look really good.
And native 4K resolution, all.
Ooh, is that in-game, in-engine? Shit.
The trailer you're about to see was captured completely in-engine.
I'm mad that the thing's gonna be 1080p on the stream because Forza graphics are like some of the best graphics there are. Alright, let's see this shit. Those reflections are on point. Animations on point. I saw her hips moving and shit, like. Oh, road textures are pretty decent. The car reflections are on point as well. Like, oh my god. Woof. Imagine this at 4K though. Even at 1080p, this looks clean. Yeah, in 4K, it's gonna look amazing. Making cars realistic is way easier than humans. Yeah, I mean, I guess getting the realistic humans is definitely a big challenge. Okay, Rare have got a game now. What do Rare make again? Didn't they make Banjo?
Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it.
Series X will last you 7 to 10 years and be cheaper than a PC.
But only a few.
Well, yeah, the PC will be more powerful, so, you know, there's that. But yeah, if you can't afford PC, then I guess get a Series X if you want the most power. But PS5 gonna have better exclusives, so.
Journey. In the symmetry of ritual.
People actually thought it was Banjo. I was just mentioning Banjo because Rare made Banjo, I think.
In the bonds we share.
I didn't actually think this was Banjo.
And in moments of stillness. It teaches us to look beyond the expected.
What's with these art style heavy games? Like, we get it, but make interesting gameplay too. I'm not really a fan of this kind of art style, to be honest. The cell shading kind of thing. That's not my thing.
And to stand watch over our world. Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
What game is this? Everwild. Series X and PC.
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in.
Lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. Better never let it go.
Has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature and connects every living thing. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, they got another game.
Whoa. I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You seen what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah.
A game by Don. I didn't even get to read that.
That they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
Well, if you believe it, then how can you say you're not sure?
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that
what is this
the
game?
Truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you.
What is this? Life is mid.
And the only way to move
This looks
forward
like a Sony game, I swear.
Is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window. She loved
I feel like this music is gonna get copyrighted the fuck out.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our
Friend, we
lives.
should do a let's play for YouTubers Life on Steam for 20 quid. I guess I could eventually.
Good comes from
I got
stirring
so
up
much
old
backlog
memories.
right now, though.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
Also, this lip syncing is poor as fuck.
I can't do this. Stop!
Tell me why. Chapter 1, available August 27th. So that's Series X and Xbox One and PC. You should hold off the money for Pretty Princess, but you guys are gonna let that go.
Hey everyone, my name is Gennady.
I'm still mad that they canceled that Gamer Girl game. That would have been a fucking lit stream.
Tell you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will
Have you
of the
played
Wisps,
any of the Arkham
specifically
games?
for Xbox Series
No,
X.
but I really want
We're
to.
now
I think
at
I
a
have
time
one on
where we
Steam.
can
I need to
reach
play it.
levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. And a
Frame rates
really gorgeous
impossible?
game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz
Oh,
refresh rate.
they're pushing
in
120
4K
on
HDR
console.
in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feeling. with
Okay, so they're
silky smooth
actually pushing
animation,
120 on these
super crisp, sharp
consoles.
image, and low
I mean, I get
input
that.
latency, which is just so important for the tight.
I get that
precise
it's not like the
platforming
most
feel
graphically
of this
intensive
game.
game, but still, that
We
the
can
fact that it's
also
pulling
boost
4K
the
120,
immersion in different spaces
for a
in our
console, like
world by
that's
using
well done
premium
because
audio
PlayStation are probably going to be
that we
running
previously
everything at
just could
4K
not simulate
30.
in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
That's actually kind of cool. 120. I mean, I still have a 60 Hz monitor, so I'm not going to notice the difference, but you know, Private Division. Twip is busting a nut right now.
From the furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An
That guy
abandoned
sounds like he's from the
research
1940s.
facility, and now shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon
I would rather have 1080p 120 than
A
4K
sordid stopover.
60. I disagree. 4K is too clean.
Scandalous strangers.
Like, I'm never going back to 1080p. Never.
You are looking downright unlawful today. With the right kind of case,
They wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
can put you on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword. Or this thing. Thrills. Danger. Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain? Trust no one.
Yeah, this looks kind of
What will
mid.
you find on Gorgon? This unit cannot bring you any drinks in its current state.
Yeah, that was mid.
If you're waiting for the biggest game of the year, then wait for Cyberpunk.
Ooh, Cyberpunk, shit.
But if you're ready for the smallest, we've got you covered.
Are you fucking serious with that bait? Are you fucking serious with that bait?
From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this one.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is getting a fucking video game.
This summer,
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is getting its own
to thrive together.
tie-in to the
Feed
movie.
your friend to the spiders and go solo.
This dude literally just took Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and just made a movie. I mean, made a game. Grounded. That's the name you came up with? Like, you couldn't make some wordplay or some shit? Like,
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games.
It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure.
Man, really thought it was, I wasn't paying attention, so when I looked and it was like Cyberpunk was on the screen, it's like, oh shit, Cyberpunk. And then I was like, wait, these graphics look not as good as Cyberpunk. Then it was like, if you're looking for the biggest game, you want Cyberpunk. If you're looking for the smallest,
the team has been
we
working
got you
for the last
covered.
2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th
finally a sequel to Bugs.
on Xbox Game
Wasn't
Preview
Bugs
and
Next
on
that
Steam
really
Early
cringe
Access.
game
We wanna
from one of
hear
the
from you,
previous
and we wanna
streams?
continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG. Check this out.
Oh, they got another game. What beta they're going to use for this?
We have always known war.
Wasn't Honey I Shrunk the Kids released ages ago and only now get it? Well, I mean, yes, it was released. It was a joke. It's not actually a tie-in to Honey I Shrunk the Kids. It's just very blatantly similar to it.
Turned heroes into queens and kings.
Speaking of Cyberpunk, why didn't you include the newest Jet Set Radio game? You know how long those Romulus roundups take to make? That was made way before that Jet Set Radio game came out. I don't really have much to say on that though, because I haven't played much Jet Set Radio. I only played a little bit of it. It looks like a good recreation though, but because I didn't play the originals enough to understand their essence, I can't say for sure. But aesthetically, it does look good. But yeah, that's why I didn't do a video on it. Romulus roundup was recorded ages ago. I spent ages editing that. Also, check out the latest Romulus roundup. You know, Avowed, Series X and PC. What's up, Bridge Moon? New Elder Scrolls. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. They've been milking Skyrim for quite some time. They did announce the new one actually, but they didn't show any footage.
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set
Ooh,
in
it's
the
Matt
fantasy
Booty.
world of Eora. When
Give us the
Obsidian
update, Mr.
Entertainment
Booty.
joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their
Rayman
best.
4.
And it is being built from the ground up.
I mean, if they didn't announce it at the Ubisoft event, why would it be here?
Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers.
What do you prefer, frames
always
or
with the
quality?
goal of
I mean,
empowering
60
them to
FPS
bring
is my
their
goal.
ideas to life. I'm
So
excited to
I want
announce
to
our
push
work
60 on
with
anything at
Interior
least.
Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Well, I would hope the game is original.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night.
London, UK, then it
Our
goes to a
team
French
is
chick.
really passionate about interactive storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand, and in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game.
That music sounds like the
spans 40
soundtrack to
years
Surviving
in the
High
American
School.
Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way
What people?
in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
Yeah, I hope I enjoy the trailer.
Fortune, fortune, smile and fade. I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now, cannot wait.
Breaking Bad? Breaking Bad getting the game?
Our way to start a new life that summer.
I saw the desert and I just went Breaking Bad. I'm
Our
sorry.
family, it was just a stopover.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
Is this the gameplay? Like these images? Like
that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No.
where is the gameplay? What is
It's a
this?
long forgotten secret. Buried in the dark.
Maybe that's just how it is. 5 FPS.
my life, I've been scared of the shadows.
You're scared of the shadows.
But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light.
Step into your boy Rim. Why?
I got your letters.
As dusk falls. Yeah, this is mid. Ninja
Here
Theory.
at Ninja Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects.
What is that hairstyle?
Including Senua's
What the fuck are you
Saga
trying to do?
Hellblade 2, which we announced
Are you
at the Game
thinning?
Awards
Are you
back in
growing
December.
hair? You got a ponytail? What are you doing?
An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic warrior. An experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X. And
Oh yeah, Unreal Engine 5. Let's see how this looks.
I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland.
Iceland. They need to start streaming these things in 4K
You can
because you
find
talk
out
about
more
Unreal Engine 5 and I'm like, I
location
want to
scouting
see
and
how
we
this shit
discovered
looks.
The history of our setting, and a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after.
They're showing actual footage of Iceland. It's not the actual game. Think you're slick. I know they told us at the bottom, but still, there's no reason to add that except to like convince people otherwise.
It's been so touching to see
At
the
least he
impact
isn't one of those
Hellblade
girls that
Senua's
shaved half the
Sacrifice
hair
has
off and
had
left the
on
other
so
half.
many players.
Some girls can pull
We're
that off
incredibly
though.
thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
To another video movie game. Double Fine Years. Ooh, Jack Black. Alright, you got my attention. Oh yeah, Jack Black is a YouTuber now. He puts out some dope content.
Fantastic work. Love the song. Very much. It's gonna be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
It's amazing that Jack Black is in his 50s now. It was just yesterday I was watching School of Rock. And if you wanna Ratchet.
Time since you've had a visitor.
Ratchet.
I hope you don't mind pop-ins.
Wait, no, what the fuck is this?
Where are we?
It's a quiet place.
I thought this was Ratchet.
Lost alone.
Oh, he's doing the OST.
Neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got.
Jack Black is not just the Kung Fu Panda guy, okay? His best movie was School of Rock. Too many normies in the chat. Ratchet is Sony, yeah. I don't know. I saw the character and I was like, is that Ratchet? What is this? Honestly, this doesn't look bad. It looks like a budget platformer, but you know, if it was cheap enough, I'd probably play it if it was given to me as a review copy. Says the norm, he doesn't know Psychonauts. I don't play no Psychonauts. I ain't no Psycho. Ugh. Psychonauts 2, Series X, Xbox One, PC. Have you played A Hat in Time? Yes, I have. I didn't finish it though. I got bored.
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios.
Sarah Bond.
There is just so much more.
Wait, James Bond's got a black sister.
We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions starting this September. For Game Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud.
Alright, thank you, 007.
Later this year, Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second.
Okay.
Here's an all-new look at Bungie's Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
Someone in the chat said she could bond with me. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know if she's James Bond, but she can bond with your boy, you know what I mean? She can bond with your boy. Oh. Speaking of which, can they put GoldenEye on the Switch? Like, real talk. Like, I want to play GoldenEye again. Go beyond the lights. Wield the darkness. Destiny 2. Beyond light. Yeah, beyond mid, more like.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want.
Better than PC Gaming Show. You guys realize that's not a win. The PC Gaming Show is completely arse. There was so many cringe skits in that shit, and there was like barely any games. Like 30 seconds of game and then 10 minutes of interview on that game.
Like never before.
Too many licensing issues for going on Switch. This is why PC is the goal. You can just do what you want. Consoles always like, license this and issue that.
All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
Thank you, Bond.
World premiere.
It was basically mobile. I swear down, mobile game show and skits and Frankie. It should have just been called The Frankie Show, featuring a bunch of other random crap, to be honest. Is that the London Eye? No, it's just a regular Ferris wheel. I don't know why I thought of London Eye. London Eye is way bigger than a regular Ferris wheel. Prim, PS4 or Switch? Man, I like the portability of the Switch. PS4 is more powerful. And they both have exclusives that I really liked. I don't know. Switch had Mario Maker though, and Odyssey, and ARMS. But PS4 had Spider-Man, so... You look dead tired for some reason. I don't know. I've been up since midnight, so could be that. Someone said Mortal Kombat versus iCarly. Sam Pocket would destroy every character in Mortal Kombat. Okay, what the fuck is this? Last of Us, Xbox version, Stalker 2. Yeah, that's getting a pass.
World premiere.
Console launch exclusive. So what? No PC then? The first actual exclusive. Is that what they're saying? So far, the visuals look interesting. She has a bar something, yeah. Even without the bar sock, she's demolishing. I'm guessing this is gonna be another FPS.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations.
Okay, what the fuck is this?
The recon squad has
Fat
been sent
Shark.
into sub-level 6 of the Hive. to
These
determine
developer
the full
companies, this is
extent
coming up with
of
random
the
names now.
quest. I'll know more when they make it back.
Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide. Dark Tide 2021. So now it's coming to Windows as well.
World
There's not
premiere.
so far. There's not a single Xbox exclusive. Like everything is coming to PC as well. This is how you start on your trailer, really? Oh, this is getting copyright claimed. What is this? Can we get to the gameplay, please? When we said gameplay, we meant gameplay, not watching the game be played by others. With copyrighted music. It said console launch exclusive before though, and it still said coming to PC. This fucking Taylor Swift? What the fuck is this? Is this Tetris full of people? What is this? Show the fucking game so I can call it mid. It's not actually Tetris full of people, is it? It's just Tetris. It's literally just Tetris. This is what you hyped up? Really? Tetris Effect connected. Ugh, okay.
World premiere.
Tetris Battle Royale. Didn't they already make Tetris Battle Royale on the Switch? I was supposed to make a video on that. I didn't do it. Shit. It's amazing how Tetris can just sell you the same game and still make a profit. No other franchise would get away with that, really. I guess chess could do it. Any game that's basic, like Monopoly or whatever, they just give you the same thing.
Rex, you're not gonna believe this. Ouch! What the?
So far, this event is mid. Yeah. The PlayStation event, they had Ratchet, they had Spider-Man, and one other thing I cared about. This one, they got Halo. That's their big hitter. And then a bunch of other things. Prime everyday shit. I was supposed to make a video. I mean, there's a lot of things that need to be done. There's a lot of games I want to stream, but I don't want to stream everything now while the channel's tiny. You know, because there's certain games that I want to share my first experience with the audience. If I do it all right now, then by the time I have an actual decent amount of subscribers, then that will be gone. So there's certain games I'm saving. The Gunk. This is really what they're calling their name. The Gunk. Okay. Now I'm falling asleep. Uber team. Crash Bandicoot 6. Only thing good about Series X is the backwards compatibility. Well, not only the backwards compatibility, but the fact that it's more powerful than PS5. I guess it means if you want to play multiplayer, they're gonna run better on Series X. Like Crash 4, for example, is probably gonna run beautifully on Series X. Knowing Sony, they're probably gonna run it at 30 FPS on PS5 or some shit. And I'm gonna be getting a PS5 instead of a Series X, so I won't have to feel that.
A regular, rational one. And a deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse, I can live them.
Crash 4 on PS5 will be right. And PS5 is backwards compatible with PS4, so it's gonna be on there anyway. Even if it's not optimized for it.
What is this place?
I swear these aren't fake yawns. I really have been awake for a while. Ugh. This is disgusting. Oh my god. What's up, EB? They show any big games yet? They showed Halo Infinite. That was the biggest thing they showed. And they also showed Rayman 4. That looked pretty cool.
World premiere.
Sega. I'm joking, Yibby. They didn't show Rayman 4. Fantasy Star Online. 20th anniversary. A brand new expansive world. Yawn. Can they just announce the new Super Monkey Ball game and stop with all this bullshit? Sega is now bought by Microsoft. Wow. My views went up the moment Sega showed up. I wonder why. On some level, they must have thought it was going to be something else. But yeah, this trailer is mid. This looks like wannabe Xenoblade. It's almost a Billy Hatcher too. Yeah, this is definitely Billy Hatcher. This is Super Monkey Ball, guys. It's Super Monkey Ball. True it's adventure. It's adventure. I guess that means Sam will hate it, but you know. New Genesis 2021.
Luis Torres. I've seen your future. Global risk is scared of the weapon he will become.
Destiny chose me to
The viewers now have dropped now that Sega's no longer there.
Blacklist, we make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
Ooh.
17 seconds.
Ugh.
Soon, the entire world will burn, all because of him.
That melody is excellent. Give it to you. It was like da-na-na-na, 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 and it's got an X on it. They planned it.
Today, you saw 10 world premieres and 22 console launch exclusives. Game
And I
Pass
only remember
members
one.
can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play. This is just a peek at some
Wait,
of the
Game
new
Pass is free
titles
to play?
coming
What?
to Xbox Series X. And some of the
Beats
games you already
late
love,
as fuck.
and some you have yet to
But
play.
was there anything
will also
interesting?
be optimized
Yeah,
for
they
Xbox
revealed
Series X.
Halo
Games
Infinite
like
gameplay
Forza
and
Horizon
footage of
4,
Rayman 4.
Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox game studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
Okay, one more thing. Imagine if the last thing was actually Rayman 4. That would be fucking hilarious. Playground games. Well, this can't be in game,
The
clearly.
world is filled with stories of legendary heroes.
Is that the chick from Spyro? The angel bitch from the checkpoint?
Of fantastical creatures and wondrous places where nature and magic live in perfect harmony.
What's this? The Wizard of Oz getting a game? Oh my god.
Not all stories have happy endings.
Are you serious? I was about to simp. And you at her.
Has yet to be written.
Fable. They just ruined the whole trailer and gave it a shit basic name. There was no real gameplay. You just the frog just ate the bitch and that was it. You're showing it. You just showed it. Chill. God, the trauma's still fresh. I need to check out Game Pass because apparently they're getting everything. Kinda mid. When did they show Ori and the Will of the Wisp? Basically, they're saying that on Series X, Ori and the Will of the Wisp will run at 4K 120 frames per second. So, if you have a TV or a monitor that can handle that, then you can play that game. 6 out of 10 for you? I don't even think I'd give it that high level. The only thing there that was kind of interesting was Halo. You know, like, I just... Ugh. Like, I didn't see anything here that I would buy at full price. Let's go back to the music now. Is there a post-show?
Leading in, what their expectations were. Everyone was excited about the announcement.
There is a post-show.
How did Xbox do in the main show? Well, let's welcome them back again. We've got Matt, Pat, JD,
they got JD on here.
Fresh off
And
the
Matt
live
Pat,
showcase. We were all watching it. So, I've done a lot of talking. Matt, let's start with you. What did you think?
I thought, you know...
Okay, we're not watching that. We're not watching that. This is a different post show.
Another couple little glimpses towards what Obsidian are doing. Yeah. Some things about Everwild.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're done with all this. Sony stream next on the list. What? Did they announce a stream? Because I've forgotten. Probably give it a 4 out of 10. Halo was cool, Crossfire was cool, friends. Honestly, I feel like Halo is the only memorable thing there. And since I don't even play that, I couldn't give it anything higher than a 4. It was very mid. It doesn't make me want to go out and buy a Series X. And even if I loved every single game on there, they're all coming to PC anyway, so... Again, doesn't really make me want to go out and buy a Series X. On Twitter, they announced it sometime. Wait, hold on. Wait, rewind. Where is this next week that we're talking about? I don't see anything. But yeah, the Sony event was better. They're gonna call me a fanboy. I don't give a fuck. I don't have time to fanboy over this shit. But actually, before we dip, we're gonna check out one last thing. Not that. I want to check out. They released this like at 4 in the morning, so I haven't checked it. But they're showing off footage of the remade Mafia 1. Now, if you guys talking video. Now, if you guys don't know, Mafia 1 came out in 2002 on PS2 and Xbox and Windows. This is how it looked. So it is getting fully remade from the ground up, or as the developers like to call it, fully remastered from the ground up. Either way, let's take a look and see what this is about. It's a 15-minute gameplay showcase, so it's got some meat to it. It's also got 4K to it, so I want to be watching it in 4K. You guys will still see it in 1080p, but tough. Can you load, please? Let's just react to this. Just want to see what the game is saying, because I haven't actually played these games properly. Contains a mixture of cinematics and work in progress gameplay. So that's the original one.
In 2002, Mafia, the City of Lost Heaven, launched the Mafia franchise.
Honestly, I could play the game like this. Like, I mean, I grew up on this generation of graphics, so like, it's not even that hard. I could play it like this.
A series of gripping crime dramas that spans multiple decades.
It gives off GTA Vice City vibes.
Edition is a complete remake of that influential game.
Okay.
A faithful recreation of the original.
Look at the road
Mafia
reflections.
Revisits Lost Heaven at the height of Prohibition. The game's been built from the ground up by
cold.
Hangar 13, with a team that includes many veterans from the 2002. It's been built from the ground up by Hangar 13.
I was looking at the old one and I thought, oh, this looks good. I didn't even realize that was the old one for a sec.
With a team
Then
that
they
includes
switched it
many
and I was like,
veterans
oh,
from
yeah,
the
that was the old
2002
one
version,
before.
as well as for Mafia 2 and Mafia 3. Our goal was to improve the game in as many areas as possible given advances in technology, game design, and storytelling since the original release, while still remaining true to the Mafia story,
Games hit the highest of the PS2. I mean,
the
6th
entire
gen
city
was
has
very
been rebuilt
amazing.
and even
in my
redesigned in
opinion.
some areas to provide more vistas and points of interest without losing any of the original game's landmarks. We wanted to bring the city to
Cool,
life
this looks
with as
beautiful.
much detail and atmosphere as possible.
Like, this
so we
actually
built
looks
the game on our
amazing.
proprietary technology, but added a number of new audio and rendering features.
Like this, maybe it's because I just finished watching the Xbox stream, which was 1080p, and streaming 1080p as well, which means that usually streaming quality is worse than regular video quality, and I've just jumped into this, which is 4K, like, and it's like high bitrate 4K, so like the difference is like night and day.
Including a brand new lighting engine for the remake.
I mean, this is definitely a remake because, you know, the original game came out in 2002.
Given that narrative is so important to the franchise as a whole, we used our state-of-the-art motion capture and facial likeness technology to recreate all of the cinematics and added new scenes and dialogue to further develop many of the game's most beloved characters.
So they're adding new shit. So it's like a remix of sorts.
With that said, our reimagining of Mafia stays close to the original story, which tells the tale of Tommy Angelo, a cab driver who falls in with the mob by chance before rising to become one of Lost Heaven's most feared gangsters. Taking place over 8 years during Prohibition and its aftermath, this is an epic crime story set against the backdrop of 1930s
Prohibition.
Lost Heaven, a Midwestern...
From how good is 1440p versus 4K? Well, I'll tell you this. 1440p is less than 2 times the pixels of 1080p. 4K is exactly 4 times the pixels of 1080. So the difference, I mean, I guess you could. When I first got this monitor in 2016, I was playing games at 1440p just so they'd run better. And I kind of got used to it. But then every time I switched back to 4K, I remembered what I was missing out on. And that's kind of what it is, you know. If you're going to play in 1440p, get a 1440p monitor. But 4K, honestly, I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't go back. I'm just past the point of going back. What happened to the Xbox stream? It did this thing called End. So we're reacting to the Mafia gameplay footage of the remake that they dropped today.
U.S. city riddled with corruption. While the story centers on Tommy, one of the elements of the original Mafia that we all love is its rich cast of characters. So they're all represented here.
This is a good remake. This actually looks good. Like, please, this is not an exclusive to PlayStation though. Like if I recall correctly, this is coming to it's coming to Steam. It's gonna cost 35 quid. You can get the trilogy if you want. If you get Mafia 2, apparently the definitive edition of Mafia 2 is not as good as the original 2, but they said if you get 2 definitive edition, that you will still get the original Mafia 2. So I guess, you know, if you want to play the original, you can still do that.
Tommy's best pals.
What did you miss while you were gone? Oh yeah, they revealed Rayman 4.
Paulie and Sam, his love interest Sarah, the mob boss Salieri and his consigliere Frank.
Yeah, those face textures, man. It'd be looking like this sleek, and then you get the actual game, and it'll be looking like that, I swear.
The mechanic Ralphie, weaponsmith Vinny, and dogged detective Norman all return. Knowing the importance of both gunplay and driving to the Mafia franchise,
I'm thinking of finally upgrading my 1080p TV to a 4K monitor around Black Friday time. Hopefully I can find something good for 400. So if you're going for a monitor and it's 4K, make sure it is IPS. Do not get a TN panel. Do not get a VA panel. Make sure that shit is IPS. If you can, make sure it's HDR as well. But the bare minimum, make sure it's IPS.
we redesigned all of the core gameplay throughout the game, while keeping all of the...
I'll take that as nothing. What, Bradley? You don't want Rayman 4?
Major mission beats and underlying narrative intact. We've also included an extensive...
Look at the reflections on the vehicles!
...selection of period authentic vehicles, including motorcycles.
This is clean. I want to play this.
Again, all based on weapons from the era. As with the original Mafia, the heart of the definitive edition.
How long is this gonna take to beat? Hold on. Cause like I'm curious now. 16 hours. I might just play the original before the remake comes out because they said they're changing shit. I want to be able to know what the differences are.
Is its missions. We've worked very hard to ensure that each mission has its own unique feel and memorable set pieces inspired by the original game.
Oh, you saw that. Let me rewind that shit. See, the original doesn't even look bad. Maybe because they're showing the original at 4K. But I'm like, look. I grew up with this period. I'm looking at it, I'm like, I would still play this. Like, real talk.
We'll now take a closer look at one of those iconic missions, A Trip to the Country. This mission takes place about halfway through the game. One of those iconic missions, A Trip to the Country.
Look at the visual on that. Like, that is, like, beautiful. The reflection, the light from the car on the ground with the rain.
This mission takes place about halfway through the game. Tommy has already established himself.
I bet you guys are just watching the, like, 1080p stream, and I'm just here gassed seeing it in 4K, and you guys are like, what the fuck is he on about? Like,
as a valuable member of the Salieri crime family. Unfortunately, the Salieri crew is struggling to make ends meet as a rival mob, run by Don Morello, has cornered most of the city's major rackets. Their fortunes might be about to change, however, with the arrival of a shipment of whiskey from Canadian bootleggers. All Tommy and his partner Paulie need to do is travel to a farm outside of town where they will meet.
Look at those oh my god.
Meet Sam and the trucks carrying the bootleg whiskey. But from the moment they arrive, it's clear that something's gone wrong.
Let's go find them.
The lip syncing is decent as well.
It's just 3 sheets, and I'm wrecking a new suit for nothing. I swear I'm gonna kill him. Here. Just in case Frank was right. I'm gonna go grab them boys, get them sorted out. You go ahead, see what's what. Catch up with you.
Mafia is a franchise rich in atmosphere and tone. For the Mafia remake, we wanted every mission to exemplify this.
Okay, now we're in game.
Trip to the Country is our haunted house mission, designed and built to create a sense of foreboding as you search for Sam.
I bet they're gonna make some fans are gonna make some mods that just make it look even better. I doubt PS5 Series X will have anything in 8K. I think when they do the mid-gen refreshes, Xbox will push 8K on some games. I definitely believe that they will, on the mid-gen refresh, they'll probably push 8K. Maybe not for everything, but like budget titles, or maybe they'll use some kind of smart upscaling to just upscale 4K content to 8K or something like that. I don't know. Because I imagine like by the time they do mid-gen refreshes, there'll be more 8K like stuff in general, like 8K Netflix or whatever. So they might want to just have 8K as a thing. I don't know, but it's not gonna be proper support. It's gonna be like pseudo support, like how PS4 Pro's quote unquote 4K, but it's not really.
Place is derelict.
Like I think the mid-gen refresh will claim 8K, but it won't be proper. It won't be properly supported. It'll just be faked, and then when the next gen shows up, then it'll be proper 8K.
As with the original, Mafia is mostly a narrative-driven experience. However, we still offer some opportunities to explore locations like the farm, where you can find
some low-res textures on those barrels.
Flesh out the game's backstories and subplots, along with a range of period-appropriate collectibles.
This might actually be GOTY potential. I mean, Watch Dogs is still there, but like this just looks so good that I already like it more.
Where the hell are you hiding?
Though A Trip to the Country is heavy on narrative and atmosphere, like most missions, it's also punctuated with action.
Hey, buddy. Jesus. Drop your weapon. You first. We don't have time for this.
What's up with his face? His face is like devoid of all detail.
Sorry, pal. Guess we're doing...
Don't forget Crash 4. Oh yeah, Crash 4 is GOTY potential, definitely.
That's the hard way.
but we have to wait until it comes out though before I can fully declare it. But it's definitely like go-to contenders right now. Crash 4, probably this, and then Watch Dogs Legion. I don't think Cyberpunk is go-to potential because everything but the gameplay looks enticing in my opinion. So Cyberpunk is not in there. Crash 4, the biggest annoyance for me is it's not on PC, so I'm gonna have to deal with console BS. But you know, it's what it is. You know, if Crash 4 is coming to PC, I'd probably like love it even harder.
Okay then.
Get over here! I got it pinned down! Get over here now!
Combat is a key part of every Mafia experience, and while not every mission features gunplay, it is a centerpiece of a trip to the country. For the gunplay in the Mafia remake, we started with the visceral combat and core shooting mechanics of Mafia 3, but then tailored that experience to fit the Mafia narrative, time period, and characters.
In before Epic Games Store. It's already on Steam, you can check. Like, you can pre-order it right now. Which, to be fair, games have been pre-orderable on Steam, and then last minute they'll remove it off Steam and say Epic Games Store exclusive. So, if you had already pre-ordered it, you'd be able to download the game, but everyone else who was waiting for launch day is like, fuck. This has happened before. The Last of Us 2 can get nominated. I don't give a fuck about the official ratings. Fuck that shit. Like, Last of Us 2, that's not on my go-to list at all.
For example, because Tommy isn't a trained soldier like Mafia 3's Lincoln Clay, we wanted to create the sense that these are life-and-death gunfights and that every bullet counts. We'll have settings for players who just want to experience the story, but with our default settings...
Just want to experience... So they're going to have the pussyfied settings, but what's the default settings?
We wanted players to think about where they take cover, which weapons they use, and when they blind fire versus risking exposure by aiming down.
So for the default settings, they want us to actually put in effort. Okay. Right. Epic Games Store for Crash 4. They better not do that shit. Like, if they do Epic Games Store for Crash 4, they don't want to know what I'll do. But just putting it out there, it's a single player game. So, no need for online if you catch my drift. Your PC's getting destroyed. Did you guys miss the part of the stream where I proved Origins can run? Oh my god. Well, I did disable DVR, so that's that. They'll catch these hands if they do that shit. Those hands, the ones that played Revelations and said it was better than Brotherhood, and those hands are not working properly.
Not yet. Just him. Canadian crew. Dollars to donuts, the rest of the face down in the dirt too.
As in the original game, Tommy and his crew learn that Don Morello is trying to edge them out of the whiskey business too. Though we've taken great pains to make that conflict and Salieri's role as underdog in the war much more apparent.
Oh Christ. Here cops, Tommy.
Oh, they just killed cops.
They didn't show a badge. They didn't say.
I know, but this is worse. Have you played Red Dead 2 on PC? It runs like 20 FPS. On what hardware is it running at 20 FPS? I actually bought Red Dead 2 on PC, but I haven't played it yet. Oh, my backlog of games is just so high. I promise you guys, like, once I grow this channel, you're going to be seeing so many streams you won't be able to keep up with the gameplay. I just don't want to play everything now. Like, I'm trying to... Because you can't really grow much on streams when you're a small channel. You grow more on videos. So that's why I don't be just churning out streams on streams, because I won't grow. So I need to grow my channel content, like discussions and stuff. And then I still stream occasionally, but as I get more clout, then I can say I'm streaming Red Dead and it will actually, help.
Must be in Morello's pocket. This bastard. He can't even let us have this one racket. Forget about it, Tom. We gotta find Sam and get out of here.
Oh, these voices, they don't sound like confident mafia bosses. Sound scared as fuck.
Now we'll jump ahead a bit as Tommy and Polly close in on Sam's location.
These environments are just engrossing me so much. You know what, let me put it on 1080p for a few seconds just to see if I'm gassing it because of the resolution. Because, like, let me see. It still looks good at 1080p.
Now we'll jump ahead a bit as Tommy and Polly close in on Sam's location.
Let me compare it. Well, yeah, there's more detail, but still, like, it's just a good-looking game, period. So they got another shootout.
That's all of them.
When combat breaks out here, the player must use a combination of tactics and weapons to defend Sam.
Oh.
Get cover! Come on, fellas! Push through!
Revelations is the No, the popular opinion is not that Revelations is the best. The popular opinion is that 2 was the best. The popular opinion is that 82 is the best AC game. And then some people say Black Flag. But the overall, like, most popular opinion, like, in fact, let me check, because let's just go. Let's check. This is the popular opinion, okay? So not necessarily what's right, but this is what people have gone on. 82. This has got 8,000 votes, by the way. It's been around for about 8 years, so around the time that Brotherhood of Revelations have come out. 2 is put as number 1. Then Black Flag is put as 2, as I just said, right? Black Flag was the second favorite. Brotherhood is put as 3. AC3 is put as 4. Revelations is put as 5. AC1 is put as 6. And then Rogue, Unity, and Origin. Really, Origins below Unity? Okay. And then Syndicate, and Odyssey is 11. And then obviously Valhalla's a question mark. So that's the popular opinion. 2, then Black Flag, then Brotherhood, then 3. Revelations all the way down here, barely. So, like, yeah. But I don't know what the exact percentages are. In fact, let me check. Okay, so 18% went with 2. So Black Flag was close, 17%. That's pretty close. It almost hit the same as 2. Brotherhood is about 12%, and 3 is 11. So these two are close. And the Revelations is 9. And it's, you know. So yeah, 2 is the popular opinion. Is nano IPS the same as IPS? I don't know what the nano means, but if it's IPS, it's IPS.
Cover me!
You know that feeling when a game just looks so beautiful that you don't think about how, like, in-depth or not in-depth the gameplay is? I'm getting that feeling right now. Like, I feel like so far the gameplay hasn't done anything crazy, but it looks so good that I'm just forgetting. I'm just overlooking. Maybe you should stream Revelations someday. I mean, it's AC, so I probably will at some point, but given my huge backlog of AC games that I need to play, like, I need to finish Origins, because I started that game when it came out, and I still haven't beaten it yet. So I need to go and finish Origins. I need to finish Odyssey, because those two are the most similar to what's coming out, which is Valhalla. So I need to finish at least those 2 before Valhalla. And then if I have time, I'll go back and play the others. Like, I played a good amount of hours of 3, so I need to actually go and finish that too. And then Black Flag is obviously, as again, the second most popular. So I definitely need to play that and see if it's worth the hype. I want to see Prem do Breath of the Wild. I said I was going to stream Breath of the Wild before 2 came out, so. You thought this was PS5. It's PS4. That's why I'm so gassed. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying, fam. The graphics are good.
get to him. Sammy. Jesus, what have they done to you? I got clipped.
Yeah, it's it for you. That's it. Rest in peace.
Can you walk?
Can you walk? What the fuck? He's on the floor.
Okay. Just hang on. I'll go get the truck, then we'll take you to the doctor. Hey, you're gonna make it, Sam. Tommy.
They definitely have to re-record these clips, right?
Be back in a flash. Okay.
No way he's surviving this shit.
It'll be okay, Sam.
I feel like at the end of each console life cycle, Des really pushed them the most to find gold. Yeah, exactly. It's like they figure out the hardware and they actually use it properly.
We survived worse. Sure we have.
Oh shit, they just killed all his homies.
Take him down, Tom! Christ. Come on, Tom, finish him! Checking out over here!
What do you think of Yuji Naka's new project? Which project?
He's on me! Help me out, Tom! I'm hurting over here! Jesus, this hurts!
There's no way this guy's gonna make it. He's bleeding out.
Jesus Christ! Ugh. Where's the goddamn truck? Crap, we got cops!
Oh, fucking cops. First aid, you're gonna give him some medicine, just heal him? One of the cops just ran in, shit. Well, you got that cop. Yeah, you fucked up. Cops going up. This shit's intense.
We're going home. I need the doctor, Molly. Yeah, you got here. Hang on. I got We're gonna get John patched up.
After defending Sam, Paulie and Tommy must still escape the farm, which culminates in a dramatic chase, another hallmark of the Mafia experience.
We got more company.
Ugh.
Get in.
The cutscenes are pretty decent, the animations.
Right here, Sam. There's some ammo, and a Thompson back there somewhere.
That thing back there is huge! Where the hell did they find that truck?
So they're gonna shoot out the cars behind them.
Take him out, Tom! Let him have it!
Good night, asshole!
That's because they use motion tracking to record real life actors. Yeah, but I've seen games that use that motion tracking and the animations weren't as good as this though. Like they were still fine, but this one looks better. Like.
You like that, you bastards!
There's more!
Wally faster! My
car's on us!
Fucking cops, God.
So that's just a short glimpse of one of Mafia's many missions.
Have you played Detroit Become Human? The animations are great. I've forgotten. Is that the like really cinematic game where there's barely any gameplay?
There are more than 20 missions in all, which take place across the city and range from high-speed chases and races to violent confrontations and stealthy assassinations.
High-speed chases and races, I like that.
We're very excited to get this into the
Stealth
hands
as
of both
well.
new Mafia fans and die-hard fans alike. And we're happy that we finally have all 3 games playable together on the same platforms in the Mafia trilogy.
So you can see these are the thing is, because they remade 1, it is going to look better than 2 and 3. So you're going to play 1, and 2 and 3 are going to look worse.
But it's the Mafia remake that has really been a labor of love for all of us at Hangar 13.
Apparently, I think I might get this wrong, but apparently the first game was the most loved, which is probably why that's the only one getting remake treatment. The other 2 are just getting updated ports or whatever.
And especially for those members of the team who worked on the original. So on behalf of the entire team at Hangar 13, thank you so much for watching.
I'm not yawning because it's trash. It was good. I just, you know, I'm actually tired. But yeah, that was really good. Mafia 2. Let's see the comparison, because I'm trying to prove a point here. 1440.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Direct Comparison. In today's video, we're going to take an in-depth look at the Mafia 2 Definitive Edition.
So people were complaining that the original was better.
And see how it compares to the original PC release of Mafia 2 from 2010. For this comparison, we're going to focus exclusively on the work D3T.
So this is definitive. So this is my point. So they remade 1, but 2 and 3 are just getting updated ports / remastering. Are they really remastered? I think 2 was remastered and then 3 is an updated port. That's why it's so confusing.
Studios has done to enhance the visuals of Mafia 2 and see whether or not...
Like, so look at this here. That's Mafia 2 on the left. That's definitive. Is that really worth anything? Like, is that really worth buying the game again? Is my point, you know? So, after seeing Mafia 1 and what they did with the remake, to see that they just kind of did shoddy, like, updates on 2 and 3, it's a bit disappointing. I mean, I guess the hairstyle is slightly different, you know, it's less, you know, but it's just like, it's just gonna have a PC port. 2 and 3 are already out, because those were not really remakes. They put those out early. 1 is the one they have to wait for, but yeah, everything is gonna be on PC.
Not the enhancements are worth trying.
Well, I mean, I guess, the car is slightly better, but like, the building, I don't know. It's so slight. It's like, is it really worth it?
Out for PC gamers. For reference, both games.
But you shouldn't have to put in effort. Your eyes shouldn't have to put in effort to see the difference. You should just see the difference.
Are being played on the PC with their settings cranked up as high as possible at a native 1440p resolution, along with the PhysX options enabled, which appear to be automatically enabled in the latest build. Alright, so to kick this comparison off, let's look at a few character models, starting with the lead character, Vito Scarletta. So, the first thing you'll notice right away...
I don't know. It's like some slight shit.
Vito's introduced, aside from the reworked lighting and coloration, is the increased texture resolution and improved...
Okay, I guess that. The texture resolution is higher.
...shaders applied to his face. Small details like stubble and skin pores are now much more clearly defined, and the darker shadows and more natural lighting help to make this dramatic opening sequence much more powerful. Another interesting change.
His fingers look even blurrier on the right one.
Made to his eyes. In the original game, you can clearly see Vito's eyes rotate independently of the character's movement, focusing on key focal points. But instead of maintaining the same animation, the remaster does something different, and has Vito blink whenever he turns his head so that his eyes always open, centering on an object that he wants to look at. Another interesting animation tweak can be found at the police lineup scene towards the beginning.
Okay, the face is pretty different there, I guess. Let's skip.
His mustache always looked drawn on, and the textures that made up his face looked like they're made of paper mache. But in the definitive edition, this is all fixed.
It's like, even if it is slightly better, after you've played Mafia 1 that was remade from the ground up and looks super sexy, to then go to Mafia 2 and 3 and it's just like slight, but like it's gonna be a downgrade regardless. They should have just given treatment to the trilogy.
One or two goofs, but
like let's look.
Hiding the finer details on Vito's uniform. Already noticed all the changes that
Fully remastered from the ground up.
Practically every scene features.
Like here, for example, I don't even think that the right side even looks that much better. Like maybe the snow looks a bit better. I don't know. I shouldn't have to debate with myself which one looks. You know, like let me show you what I was looking at. I typed in Mafia 2 Steam. You go here. The definitive edition has a 6 out of 10 on Steam, right? And the classic version has a 9 out of 10. So you can see what I mean. And now you can't even buy the classic version anymore. So they want the money so bad, and they know that the definitive edition is worse. So they said, buy the definitive edition, and if you buy the definitive edition, we'll give you the old version as well for free. So if you just wanted the old version, which would have been cheaper, tough luck. Just buy the definitive edition, which will cost you more, but we'll give you the old one for free, you know, for your trouble. So,
at the beginning, no longer has its headlights on. My guess is that this was done to remove the need to render direct shadows.
Let's compare 3. Just for the record, Mafia 2 came out in 2010, so it was a PS3 360 game that I think eventually got ported to PS4 and Xbox One. Or this is the PS4 Xbox One port. So Mafia 2 was a PS3 360 game. So they are remastering a PS3 360 game in late PS4 time. You know, so and then Mafia 3 was actually a PS4 Xbox One game because it came out in 2016. So obviously at this point 2 is being, I think, put into 3's engine or something. I don't know. It's so complicated. It's like 3 games in a trilogy, but they're all doing different things to them. Let's compare 3. Why is the like bar hidden? Is there some dodgy shit going on here? Let's take a look at this one. Why is there so many dislikes? Just give me a good comparison. 3, okay, PS4 Pro 4K. Okay. This one's gonna have the least difference, right? Because it's the most recent of the games. I guess the cracks on the windows of the car are slightly different. The lights are slightly different. Yeah, there's a bit more detail, I guess. I guess. I bet this is copyrighted. Okay, I do like the lighting improvements here. But yeah, when it comes to this thing, the summary is if you already own the games, don't buy them again. But if you didn't own them, I guess, well, this is the only one they're selling now. I don't think they're selling the originals anymore. Type in Mafia 3. Yeah, they only have definitive edition. Yeah, so wait, did Mafia 3 come to PC initially? Yeah, it had a PC port initially. So yeah, they're only selling definitive edition now, so it's a step down from the Mafia 1 remake. Mafia 3, this is the Metacritic score. It was in the 60s out of 100, so that's pretty low. And with Mafia 2, what did that have on Metacritic? That had 70s. So I think 1 was the favorite, if I recall correctly. How do I find 1? Okay. 9.25. Aggregate scores 88 on PC. The other ones got 60, so probably some bad ports. So PC got 88. So basically the first one is clearly the most liked. So on my way to the Pirate Bay. I can't say that officially, but they're basically steering people in that direction, essentially. By the way, Go Galaxy, I put Steam back on my taskbar, so okay, it's smoother and better layout, and tracks game time for more than just Steam games. Yeah, I haven't really used that Go Galaxy thing. Couldn't be fucked. But yeah, that Mafia 1 is looking good. I don't think I'm going to buy the other ones. The trilogy is 50 quid. If you buy a 2, it costs £25. If you buy a 3, it costs £25. And if you buy just 1, it costs £35. So 50 for the 3. I mean, I guess it's a good deal in that sense. But I don't want to risk buying all 3 and spending 50 quid. I just want to get the first one and enjoy that. Because the other 2, I'm not saying they're bad, but it's kind of annoying if you have a trilogy and the first game looks the best graphically now. You know? It's just a little bit weird. But what Arkham game do you have? Let me see. Arkham Asylum GOTY Edition. Okay, no, these are from I got a friend's library on, so as you can see here. So I own this. This is a friend's library. This is a friend's library. I own this. And this is a friend's library. So I have Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight. So yeah. I need to play some Crash actually. I gotta play quite a few things. I need to finish Origins, for fuck's sake. Oh my god. But yeah, Prem's got that goatee going on. Some Arkham. Yeah, there's so many games I got to stream. Don't worry, your boy's gonna get into his streamer shit eventually. You know. Man, why am I losing subs every time I go live? People on some haterade shit for real. Like, anyway, make sure to check out the Remulous Roundup video. We discussed the Xbox Series S leaks, next gen games potentially costing $70 as the standard, and just some information on the Super Nintendo World theme park. So please check it out because the video is currently bombing right now, and I spent like the whole morning, you know, on it. It would be nice if you guys watched it. You know, I will spam the link in the chat just in case. Just in case you forget. You know, let me spam that a few times. But yeah, Xbox stream was mid. We finally got Origins working. That was good. Brotherhood is the best Assassin's Creed game, and it is beta, not beta. And watch Remulous Roundup. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. More content coming soon to the channel. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. But it's your boy Rem. Remulous Rem Gang. And I'm out. Yeah, I kind of messed up my outro. I forgot how to do my outro. It's your boy Rem, and I'm out.